What's up YouTube, PokePrimer here, ready to deliver you our Week 2 matchup for the BLU. We narrowly scooped up a 1-0 victory last week against Cavs and the Porygon Z's on the back of our amazing Tapu Bulu coming in clutch at the end of the game there. I was blown away by how good Bulu did late game last week, so I'm really happy with how that worked out. But this week we keep going along, and we are facing Jacob and the Kingdras. Jacob and the Kingdras. This is going to be a really rough matchup. He has a really scary team, so hopefully he doesn't bring a lot of the things that I think he might bring, but he probably is going to bring them because my world sucks. Anyway, so he has the team of Jirachi, Mamoswine, Vaporeon, Roserade, Hitmontop, Tauros, Mega Charizard X, Togekiss, Raikou, Cofagrigus, and Claydol. His Z Crystal users are Raikou and Roserade as his offensive Z users, while his overall Z user that can use all Z moves is Jirachi. Really scary combination there. Really good these Z Crystal users on his part. I think I got a decent team here, a fun little team actually. I'm really excited to use this. Okay, so you saw, and I know you guys saw it because you know, we did the thing last week where we faced off against Chu in the WCBL, and he brought a excuse me, he brought a Calm Mind Entei against us. It was a way to counter my Amoonguss and just get free setup, and then bada bing bada boom, sweep through my team. Well, I kind of want to try it out, and it looks like it has a really good matchup against the Kingdras. We're going max speed timid, max special attack, of course. We need it as best as we can. The max speed is obviously so we can speed tie with Zard X, speed tie with Rachi, and pretty much outspeed everything else on his team except for the Raikou, which is cool. We have Calm Mind, Fire Blast, Solar Beam, and Extra Sensory. And we have Solar Beam with the Gracium Z because that is our only way of beating the Vaporeon. We can if we can force something out, get to +1, which I'm pretty sure like every single time this thing's gonna force in a Vaporeon. This thing's gonna force Vaporeon in, and we can try to play around its nonsense. But we can definitely set up on the Vaporeon as well, to an extent. Unless it has Toxic, then I'll have to cry. But the Gracium Z can be used to basically just nuke the Vaporeon. We can use it to nuke Mamoswine if we have to late game. If it's not Scarf Memo, we can use it to do that late game if the Vaporeon doesn't come for whatever reason, which I don't... Well, I could maybe see a reason that it wouldn't come because last week Cavs didn't bring Suicune specifically because of the fact we had Bulu. So I can maybe see that. He didn't bring Suicune or Gigalith because we had Bulu. The Bulu would just nuke the two of them. But we'll see what happens. He might not bring Vaporeon, but it'd still be useful against the Mamoswine. Or as just anything that I might need a little extra oomph to kill. I can drop the Bloom Doom on him. Bada bing, bada boom. But I really like this set. It's a really cheeky set, and I definitely know he won't be expecting a Calm Mind Entei on him. I specifically made it shiny too because it could bluff that I'm the Adamant Extreme Speed set, so that he'll play around it accordingly whenever it hits the field, which will be super fun because like it's definitely baiting him to play the way I want him to play whenever I put this thing on the field, which is huge. I want him to play exactly how I want him to play, and play into my hand, essentially, is the way I want to look at it. But So that's our Entei set. I'm really excited to use this. I'm nervous as hell because it can totally backfire, but I'm really excited. Next up, we have Fat with the PH, our Toxapex. I brought Tox just because I needed something with Regenerator. I needed something that can easily switch in. I need something that can switch into Zardex. And I needed something that could, I don't know, just do annoying Toxapex things. I brought Shukaberry on it because that's our way of shutting down, like stopping Zard from sweeping us. Like if it gets if Zardex hits the field, we switch into Toxapex every time, because like if he wants to set up a Dragon Dance or some shit, or even an SD, like we can take any hit at all from him. I don't like at all. I mean, if he's a Thunder Punch set, then well, fuck me. He outthought me. I thought about going. I thought for half a second about going. Wakan. I wanted to go Wakan, but I didn't. I thought Earthquake would be better for him, just so that he had something else to hit Raichu, something to hit Entei as well, outside of Dragon Claw maybe. I don't know. He might, even bring Earthquake and it'll just look stupid, but Haze will be nice because this thing does eat any hit from Zard X at all, and just clicks Haze and removes his stat boosts, which is great. We can just shut down a potential sweep from Zard X every single time this thing hits the field. Plus we have Recover, so that if he tries to set up again in front of us, we can just click Recover and Recover spam on the Zard all day, every day, because we are fat as fuck. In the case that he doesn't have the Earthquake on the Zard, we can always use the Shuka against Mamo and maybe try to get a Skull Burn on it as well, which could be really cool if we can actually get a Skull Burn on the Mamo on the one try that we actually have with the Shuka. That would be absolutely priceless. I'm hoping for a lot of luck with this mon, but well, a lot of luck when it comes to Mamo with this mon, but I think I have other things that can handle Mamoswine, not really well, but like Mamoswine tears through our team regardless, and the things I needed to bring to handle Mamoswine, I couldn't justify bringing this week. Like, it would have been nice to have Machamp this week. Spoilers, Machamp is not coming, but Jirachi kind of says nope. Kofagrigus says a lot of nope. Claydol says some nope. Like, and Togekiss says a shit ton of nope. Just so much nope. Togekiss just kind of like... Togekiss loves Machamps because Machamps just kind of get fisted by Togekiss. So, I couldn't justify it. I had a really strong feeling that Togekiss was coming to this matchup to prevent rocks, to prevent hazard stack of any kind. It's his best form of hazard removal. So, besides, because Claydol's like, eh. Well, he has Hitmontop, but like, I see maybe both coming, and maybe doing something different with Togekiss if he wants to spin with Top, because I don't have a, well, I have Spiritomb, but like, I don't have a reliable Ghost type switch in, and he could always tech Foresight onto his Hitmontop if he really wants to get rid of rocks. I've done it before; it works. It's kind of fun. And I can see that actually being a thing because I'm Ghost Dark, so he could tech the Foresight and then actually have super effective damage to hit on me, which would be very bad. So, but yeah, I got a Toxapex here. We have Baneful Bunker just so like we can maybe like, oh, we come in on Rachi and it's a Scarf set. We can like click Baneful Bunker. No, it won't do anything. We can click Baneful Bunker on Hitmontop. We can click Baneful Bunker on a Thunder Punching Zardex. We can click it on a Rapid Spinning Clay. I don't know. I like having the Protect option. It could be useful. It could be useful against Tauros, especially. Tauros could be a good example of that. But it'll probably just click Earthquake if it comes in. Although Zen Headbutt I think actually does more, because of sheer force and life orb boosts and shit. I don't know. It's confusing, but all the math is annoying. But yeah, we have first movie the Dawn Fam moving on. We're running the Careful Assault Vest set because it's good. It's good again in this matchup. Like, his physical threats, they're going to hurt me even if I go Fizdef, so I kind of need to be more Spadef. Like, the physical things he has that are going to really hurt me are Zardex, but Zardex hurts everything, and Mamoswine, which Mamoswine will hurt me even if I'm fully physically defensive. Like, if he's Life Orb or Banded Mamo, like, he's probably still going to 2-KO me. I haven't run the calc lately, but I'm pretty sure he still 2-KOs me. So, like, this allows us to take hits from Vaporeon, take hits from Rose Raid, take hits from Togekiss, switch in on Raikou every time, which is really good. Mostly switch in on Raikou. Rapid Spin, Earthquake, Knockoff, Seed Bomb. Rapid Spin, just so I can keep hazards off our field. I don't want hazards on our field at all. Fuck that. Not dealing with it. Earthquake, because it's stab. It will hurt Rachi. It will hurt Zard. It will hurt Raikou. It will hurt anything that isn't immune. Knockoff, because of Claydol. Kofag, anything that I don't want having items is not going to have an item anymore. And Seed Bomb, because I just kind of wanted to hit Seed Bombs on a Vaporeon and see what happens. Or Mamoswine. But yeah, I just kind of want to have Seed Bomb. I think Seed Bomb's a good bring. Just for coverage so that we have that slot filled up. Next up we have Middleburg, the Skarmory, Stealth Rock, Roost, Counter, and Brave Bird. Stealth Rock to throw up rocks on their side of the field if we can maybe prevent the spin or try to prevent the spin. That'd be great. Or prevent the defog, that'd be greater. And like, if we can get rocks up and get them to stay up, that'd be fantastic. Just fantastic. Roost to keep ourselves healthy. We want to be up to our sturdy as best as possible. Counter is a way of beating potential sweeping Zardex if the Toxapex plan does not work out somehow, if he crits us or something on an Earthquake or whatever, or if he is the Thunder Punch set and he is able to, like, kill us. We have, this is a backup plan, because we will live with Sturdy from a Flare Blitz, we will click Counter, and we will make this thing dead, essentially. Like, Zard is not a problem for our team at all. We can beat Zard, it's just a matter of how we beat Zard, essentially. This thing also outspeeds Claydol, just for the lulz of outspeeding Claydol. I just wanted to outspeed Claydol, is that a problem? And yeah, I think it's a good set. I brought Brave Bird just because, like, once I pull the counter tech off, like, the counter tech is the only thing that I really need. If I do get if this thing does somehow, like, survive past that, like, I can use Brave Bird to chip Hitmontop. I can use Brave Bird on Rose Raid if it doesn't kill me with, like, a Technician boosted HP Fire or HP Electric or something like that. Like, I have options with it, but, like, it's here for one purpose, one clear purpose, and we'll see what happens with it. Next up, we have Bangarang, the Choice Specs X-Plod with Boom Burst, and that's the only move that matters. And Fire Blast. Extra Sensory and Focus Blast are literally just there because I just don't like having empty move slots, and I like having something else I could click if I have to, but I'm never in a trillion years going to click Focus Blast or Extra Sensory, in all honesty, because Boom Burst does more every time. Because stab plus specs is just blah. And looking at his team, he doesn't, his only switch in, like, if I bring this in on something I know I can outspeed, his only switch in is the Rachi. His only switch in, period, is Jirachi. So I can just come in and click, I think the first time I come in, I click Fire Blast to try to catch the Rachi on the switch, or if Rachi's already dead, I literally just continuously come in and click Boom Burst. Whenever this thing hits the field, Boom Burst. and it's gonna continue to happen. And yeah, there's not much he can really do about it. Like, this thing does just click Boom Burst anytime it hits the field, and it nukes things. It's beautiful. I love it. I love X-Cloud for that reason. That's why I drafted it, because there's some cases where your opponent just doesn't have anything to switch into the spawn. And those are the days you're thankful for, because those are the days that this thing just kills things. Now, we also invested enough speed to outspeed like a min-speed Togekiss. So, like, if he is running that set, we will be able to hit the Togekiss hard, too. Like, if he tries to switch Togekiss in, if it's a Spadef build, it will get 2 KO'd. So, get fucked up. Bitch, it's fucking great. I love X-Cloud. But, we're going to get on to our last mon, and this is our second heat set of the week. We're running a special Entei, so why not run a physical Megawati? Why not? We were running a Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Zen Headbutt, and Earthquake Megawati. Dragon Dance in this match actually works really, really well, because we do speed tie with his fastest mon, which is the Tauros. No, his second fastest mon, which is the Tauros. I don't see him running a Scarfed Raikou, and Raikou can't really touch us too much anyway. So the thought process here is that I get up a Dragon Dance, and I'm able to severely tear through his team, because Dragon Claw will hurt the Zardex, and even if he Dragon Dances, we will outspeed him. Earthquake hits the Rachi. Anything will hit the Mamo. Mamo will try to Ice Shard us most likely, but we will be able to do a stupid chunk to it before we die. We can definitely chunk down the Vaporeon after some chip. Zen Headbutt will blow through the Rose Raid. Zen Headbutt, even if he tries to -1 on Zen Headbutt, will most likely tear through the Hitmontop, and we can probably set up on the Hitmontop, to be completely honest. Like, actually, to be completely honest, we can set up on Hitmontop. We really can set up on Hitmontop. Zen Headbutt will hit the Togekiss hard. Raikou will get hit by Earthquake. Anything will hit the Kofag, and anything will be able to hit the Claydol. I think if we get to +2, we just sweep and win. I think that's the way that it's looking. If we get to +2, we just win outright. As long as we can keep ourselves out of Ice Shard range. That's the key thing. We need to stay out of Ice Shard range. If we stay out of Ice Shard range, we pretty much can just win this game with Megawati. And I'm fine with it, either way. So, we can either sweep with a Calm Mind Entei, sweep with a Dragon Dance Mega Latias, or just nuke everything with Boom Burst X-Cloud. One way or another, one of these 3 strategies should work. So, I'm really, really excited about this matchup, and we are going to get into it right now. So with that, let's go. Alright guys, we are here with our week 2 battle here in the BLU against Jacob and the Kingdras. You know from our team builder we brought our physically offensive Dragon Dance Megawati, Choice Specs Boom Burst X-Cloud, our physically defensive counter Stealth Rock Skarmory, we have our specially defensive AV Donphan, we have our very physically defensive Shukaberry Toxapex with Haze, and then we have our Calm Mind Gracium Z Entei. First things first, he didn't bring anything that gets hit by the Gracium Z, and I'm really pissed off about that. I'm really upset that he did not bring the Mamo, he did not bring the Vaporeon, especially the Vaporeon really upset me a lot, but I digress. He did bring the Jirachi, so potential Z move user, keep an eye out for that. He brought the Hitmontop as his hazard removal, could potentially also have Defog on his Togekiss. He's got Raikou, which is going to be annoying because it outspeeds my whole team. He's got the Rose Raid, which could potentially be annoying, but not too big of a threat because of Lottie. And then he's got the Mega Zardex, which I have to keep in check with Toxapex to keep from setting up and doing stupid shit. So we're going to just play, and we're going to actually switch sides because I want it to be on my side of the battle. He's going to lead with Yellow Sacred as I'm going to just lead with my Donphan. He is in a massively bad position turn 1. I'm just going to go for a knockoff. I have no reason not to. He's going to bring in his Hitmontop, which makes sense. I'm going to crit the Hitmontop, which I apologize for. It's unfortunate, but not a big deal. He does lose his leftovers, though, which is important. I'm going to switch right out into my Toxapex as he goes for the Toxic. I'm going to double out of my Toxapex, kind of trying to, I'm going to preserve my Shuka-Berry, scout for the Earthquake. I go into my Lottie, and he does go for the Earthquake there, so I have to be careful about that. He's going to switch into his Versace. I'm going to go for a Headbutt. Kind of wish I'd gone for an Earthquake. The switch was obvious, but I didn't want to get Toxic. I did just Earthquake there as he goes for the Play Rough and is going to do stupid levels of damage. He crit me too, which is really unfortunate. So I go for the Earthquake again here. I should have gone for like the Dragon Claw or something. Would have done slightly more. He's going to go for an Air Slash, hit my Donphan. Donphan takes like minimal damage from it. He's going to go again into his Hitmontop, and I'm just going to knock off again. Knock off is just my overall best play half the time. I'm going to go now. He's going to go for the Earthquake, predicting Toxapex as I go into my Skarmory, playing around this Hitmontop like a king. So he goes into his Zard, and I'm going to go for Brave Bird. He actually does half to the Zard, which is insane. Absolutely crazy that I did half to Zard. I'm so blown back by that. So I switch immediately into Toxapex as Zard goes for a Dragon Dance, which is exactly why I brought Toxapex. He's going to go for a second Dragon Dance on me, thinking he can set one up. So I'm just going to go for the Haze and make him not have Dragon Dances up. He's going to go for the Earthquake. It's going to pop my Shuka. It's going to do 22%, which is perfectly fine. It's exactly what I wanted it to do. I'm going to go for Scald. It's going to do 23%, so that's fine. I'm going to recover here, get myself back up to full, so I can definitely take another hit. He's going to Earthquake to 72%. So I'm just going to Haze here again. No fucking chance you're going to get one of those up on me. I predict him to go for an Earthquake or a Dragon Dance here, or potentially Dragon Dance here. And I'm just going to swap around it. I'm going to sack my Megawati here. He's going to go for the Flare Blitz, get a little more chip. Get a little more of that chip, young chip. I'll go back out to Toxapex. I predict him to go for a Dragon Claw or an Earthquake here. He does go for the Earthquake, which is fine. I'm going to get back up to full, so I'm safe to just click counter here. He's going to go for the Dragon Claw, which is going to do minimal damage. And I'm going to click the counter, and he's going to die. Fantastic. Counter Skarmory has come through with me again in the league. Counter Skarmory is such a good set. People, fight me. So he's going to go into his Raikou, and this thing's a huge threat to my team. I'm just going to go right out into Donphan. He's going to try to Volt Switch, and we're going to see right here whether he is At this point, I'm still thinking he might be choiced, because we haven't seen an item on him yet, so he might be choiced. Go for the Earthquake here. Does a decent chunk to the Hitmontop as it comes in, as I'm going to go out into my Toxapex here. Goes for the Rock Slide. I don't know what he was predicting. I'm going to let him Earthquake me because I know it's not going to do much. So I'm just going to Scald him, maybe try to get a burn. Unfortunately, no burn is gotten. Sad face. He's going to go out into his Tuxedo Mask. I love the nickname, dude. I love the nickname. He's going to go into his Roserade, and he's going to double back out into his Toxapex as I kind of Baneful Bunker. I just wanted to Baneful Bunker to scout, see what he's going to do. He has extra sensory on his Togekiss. He does not get the flinch there, but he does have the extra sensory on the Togekiss, which is kind of interesting. He's got like an all flinch set, it seems, which is crazy. He goes for another extra sensory as I switch in my Skarm. Skarm takes minimal damage at all. I'm going to just go for a Roost here, I believe. Which is good. So now I'm back up to full on my Skarm, which is great. He's going to go for the HP Ice or Grass. I don't know which one it was, but it reveals that he is the Life Orb, which is good. I like him being Life Orb. He's going to go now into his Hitmontop once again, and I'm going to go for the Earthquake against this thing. And now I'm not wasting any time. I think he's going to go for the Toxic or something to hit my Donphan or Toxapex. That's fine. I'm going to actually set up my rocks in front of his face. He's going to go for a Rock Slide on my Skarm. Does minimal to no damage, and I'm going to get my rocks up. And now I'm going to kill his Rapid Spinner with a Brave Bird, and my rocks are going to stay. And with my leftovers, I'm going to get back up to full. So that is huge. I have my rocks up now. Just a little bit of chip, some good, nice damage on the Togekiss, some nice chip on the Raikou, and everything else. Yeah, he's going to go for a Volt Switch here as I switch into my Toxapex, trying to project him to either hidden power or whatever, and I can play around it. Get my Donphan in. He's going to go out now into his Jirachi and go for a U-turn, which is smart on his part. I am going to just, I think I just fire off a Scald. I think I'm at this point sacking off my Toxapex because I don't really have anything I can do anymore. So I'm going to sack it off to his Tuxedo Mask here, give him the free kill. Now I'm going to go in and try to set up with Entei. I'm going to go for my first Calm Mind, as he's going to go for a Sludge Bomb. Very, very offensive Rosary, it seems, but he's going to get the poison on the first Sludge Bomb. Notice all the Sludge Bombs I went for in my WCBL game and didn't get any. Just want to point that out. He does get the poison on me, which is really unfortunate. He goes out into his Togekiss and goes for the Air Slash. Does not flinch me. No, he does flinch me. Never mind, he does. I thought he didn't flinch me, but there was something that happens that he doesn't hit or doesn't flinch. Yeah, it's here. He misses his Air Slash here, and that is huge. He could have potentially flinched me. It could have been a very different game. But I do go for the Boom Burst on the Togekiss and kill it. He's going to go into his Versace and reveal he is Psychium Z. He's going for the Shattered Psyche, and I do live that. I believe it was Shattered Psyche off of Zen Headbutt. I'm going to go for a Boom Burst again, and he's going to die. He's going to go onto Yellow Sacred now, which... He's just going to go for a Volt Switch. It's going to kill me. He's going to lose some HP here. And now I pretty much just freely get a switch into Donphan. Just a free switch into Donphan. And that is going to be clean for me. That's going to be a clean W because Hidden Power is not going to kill me without a crit. And I'm going to be able to Earthquake him and kill him. Another situation that could have gone down was... If he had crit me there, I think I'd definitely lose because he was at about 30-ish%. And essentially at that point, he would have had to hit 2 hits on my Scarm, and I don't think Brave Bird would have killed him after the Life Orb hits. So, who knows? You know, that's the game of Pokemon. That's the game we play. What can we do? But that's another W for us in the BLU. We are 2-0. Next week we are taking on whoever's taking over the team of the Guzzlords because the coach threw a hissy fit and left. So we are, I believe we recently got a replacement, but I'm going to have to talk to them and see who that is. And we will be back next week with another battle. So if you guys have enjoyed this, make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I'm PokePrimer, signing off.